You hitting that? You know what I'm talking about. Are you hitting that? Would you hit that? Have you hit that? Talking about that sub button. Go down right now. Hit that big red button. Help Giants now get to 21,000 subscribers. We're right there. If you're a real one, that means you're subscribed. So if you are, type me. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. Videos every single day on the latest Giants news and rumors. Sub for Dubs. You want to beat the Commanders? Go down right now. Hit that red subscribe button. You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. In today's show, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Odell Beckham Jr. because some reports are coming out. Then we're going to talk about a player that the Giants just signed. The Giants just signed a defensive tackle to their practice squad. We'll break that down. We'll also take a look at a little bit of the matchup and what this game could unfold on Sunday. And then we have an injury update on Adoree Jackson because he hinted yesterday that he might be back, but we'll break that down in extreme lengths today. Welcome into the show. Lock us in, hit that like button if you love the Giants. This is what Jeremy Fowler had to say about Odell Beckham Jr. He said, several NFL teams believe OBJ is leaning towards sitting out the entire 2022 regular season and postseason and signing with his new team at the start of free agency in March. Executives, whose teams have done their homework on Beckham, expect him to wait because, as one put it, he'll be the prize of the free agent receiver class. Beckham isn't expected to be ready to play football until the playoffs, and joining a new team and offense for a playoff run comes with injury risk. Speaking of injury risk, I think Odell Beckham knows. I think the Giants, I think the Cowboys, I think the Bills, I think the Chiefs, any team that has been interested in Odell Beckham Jr. knows that he is not healthy because there's just no way that he could be. And if he was, he'd be on a team making money right now. Because why would he just not sign with the team and not want to cash some checks? Obviously, he's not healthy. The physicals probably didn't go well when he went on his recruiting trip with the Cowboys, Giants, and the Bills. And it sounds like he's actually not going to sign until NFL free agency, which is somewhat disappointing. But at the end of the day, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. This quote from OBJ really upset me, and according to reports, upset a lot of front offices and a lot of general manager and teams when OBJ said this last Thursday night on The Shop on Amazon Prime. He said, I'm not saying that I couldn't step in and play regular season, but I don't see the point. Who do you think you are? Why do you not have to play regular season? This is the NFL. This isn't Roger Clemens coming back from retirement midway through the season when he's finishing his career with the New York Yankees or the Houston Astros. This isn't that. This is football, the most grueling and daunting sport of any sport in the world. You need reps. You need chemistry. You don't want to come out there first game of the playoffs and you ball bounce off your hand because you didn't run the route right. Just unacceptable when OBJ said that. Not going to lie, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But when you look at the production of what he did with the Los Angeles Rams last year, he was one of the best in the NFL once he became a Ram. I mean, in 12 games with them, he showed you that he was becoming that same healthy guy that he once was. He had 48 receptions for 600 yards and 7 touchdowns, but in the playoffs, he was even better. He had 9 receptions for 113 yards in the NFC Championship, and he had 21 receptions for 288 yards and 2 touchdowns in the playoffs, including a touchdown in the Super Bowl before he tore his ACL. OBJ showed that he can get back to being that guy. That's why I'm still interested in him, because I know that there's so much talent left in this guy. Even though he's 30, even though he's coming off 2 ACLs, I believe Beckham can get back to being an elite receiver in the NFL. And look, the Giants, they need one of those guys. And if it's OBJ, I know a lot of people are going to be healthy. So when free agency gets here and OBJ starts back his recruitment tour, we'll keep you up to date. That's why you subscribe to the channel. But should the Giants sign OBJ? What do you say? This will be the pinned comment on today's show. When you get hit with a YouTube ad break, they like to put those in right about now. Scroll on down, answer the question, let the ad play. Then once you get back up, the video will be rocking and rolling. Type OBJ for yes or no, BJ for no. Sound off down below. We do have some roster news to get to. The Giants, they have signed defensive tackle Jack Heflin to the practice squad. He was a UDFA out of Iowa back in 2021. He's played in 4 career games and has 1 tackle. This is going to be a depth piece. The Giants have had some injuries. Leonard Williams did not play last week. I am expecting him to play this week, but I would not be surprised if Jack Heflin is the guy that the Giants make a game day call-up come Sunday night against the Washington Commanders. Could this be the first time really all year we get an extended look at Kayvon Thibodeau, Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, and Azeez Ojulari? Because if we can, I think they could wreck this game. And I mean, it's Kayvon Thibodeau's birthday, so drop those 5s in the comment section. Just seeing that on Twitter. But I do expect Thibodeau to have a good game. Lawrence is going to do what he does. Azeez Ojulari had a big game against Washington last time. Taylor Heineke likes to hold on to the football. So these front 4, including Jihad Ward if he plays, O'Shane Zimenez, Tom and Fox, maybe even Ryder Anderson, we need a big play out of one of these guys and maybe even a game-changing play, strip sack, or something of that nature. I do want everyone right now to type number 99, Leonard Williams' jersey number, in the comment section because the guy's banged up, dealing with a neck injury, didn't play last week. He was limited in practice on Wednesday and Thursday. We need him out there. He's one of our best players. It's a time of the year where you need your best players to play like elite players, and that's what he is. Type 99 if you want to see Leonard Williams out there for the Giants this weekend. Also, you can bet on the game on Sunday Night Football with our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. We've got your game. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125 for 125% deposit bonus. The Giants enter this game as 4.5-point underdogs. If you know me, I'm rolling with blue. Big blue, and I'm trying to cash out big with some big green. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to be betting money line Giants. You could do the same at chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125. Put $100 in your account. They'll match that with 125% deposit bonus. Let's get to the injury news on Adoree Jackson. This was a really interesting tweet from Pat Leonardo. I'm just kidding. It's Pat Leonard. He's just kind of a fraud. But he said, unfortunately, even though cornerback Adoree Jackson offered some hope yesterday when he said, we gonna see, with a smile about his status for Sunday, he's still not practicing. Just doesn't make sense to expect him to play Sunday, which will be week 4 of his 4 to 6 week time frame. Oh, anyway, I mean, look, this defense is not the same. They lost Adoree Jackson. They lost Xavier McKinney, probably their 2 best defensive backs on this team. And since Adoree Jackson has gone down, the Giants have become one of the worst defenses in the National Football League. When he was healthy, they were one of the best. Before Jackson got hurt on the freaking punt return, I'll never forgive Brian Dable for that. The Giants were allowing just 19.2 points per game. Since Adoree Jackson has been out of the lineup, they've been giving up 31.7 points per game. The number's obviously inflated because of the 48-piece McNugget the Eagles gave us. But even since, after take out that number, it's still around a touchdown more than they were allowing when Jackson was healthy. Look, Fabian Moreau was a great story the first half of the season. He was solid as a cornerback too. But he has been absolutely exposed as the cornerback 1. He is cooked at this point in the season. He didn't look good against Washington in Week 13. He didn't look good in Week 14. He was getting targeted. We need him to have a good game, because if not, you're going to see guys like McLaurin, Samuel, and Dotson get wide open, kind of like they were back in Week 13. Hopefully, Darnay Holmes being back this time against Washington, did not play the last time he was hurt. Get him back this time, though. Hopefully, you could do some damage. And I think they will. I think the Giants are going to come out on top of this game. That's why I'm taking them money line. But I want to hear from you. Who do you got? Who's going to win the football game this Sunday? As we know, this is a huge football game for the Giants. It has pivotal playoff implications. This is going to be the biggest game the Giants have played since the 2016 NFC wildcard game at Lambeau Field when the whole boat story went down. So I'll ask you, who do you got? Type NYG for the Giants, WAS for Washington. The stat I saw before the show, which is wild, I'm going to try to see that real quick. What did I say? The Giants have lost 10 straight? The Giants have lost 10 straight games on primetime. Daniel Jones has never won a primetime game. No better time to do that now. Type NYG for the Giants, WAS for the Washington Commies. I appreciate everyone, as always, for tuning in for today's show. If you haven't yet, give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. I'm excited for the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be doing a watch party. We'll see you there. Go Big Blue.